I know this is unorthodox, but we grown people up in here. I had a taste for some of my famous gun freaky pork chops, and why not? You feel me? As you can hear in the background, you can clearly see or hear the sizzling that is going on. You know what I'm saying? I like to do my little. Hold on, I'm clean my little. Yeah. Some of the steam is kicking up. Baby, that relationship we have, that's pretty dope right there. I'm gonna have to definitely catch the replay on it. Man, we got people in here already. Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, man. Last night that Gun Freak music session, man. Some of them songs will be on the upcoming. I'm gonna have two versions. I'm gonna have the instrumental version, and I'm gonna have the version with the singing and the rapping and all that shit on it. But man, so hey, I'm hearing that Trump about to commute Diddy's sentence, man. If TMC is reporting that, you said you saw that on TMC.
What?
About Trump commuting
TMZ.
Oh, I said TMC, like the cable channel.
Some TMZ said it's real.
If TMZ said it, then Diddy is about to get out. So yes, free Diddy. Trump, let him on out. Trump know how the justice system is, man. How they pick and choose. It's politics. They politicking. They did the same thing to Trump in New York. So Trump get it. Trump know what's going on. Ain't no way that man should spend 2 years or 4 years because he has some escorts, grown motherfuckers that know what they doing, getting paid. That's their job. And the only reason he getting 4 years is because they cross state lines. Come on, man, that ain't right. They doing it because of who he is. And that's an old racist law anyway. So Trump, go ahead and commute it. If TMZ is reporting that, then yeah, Diddy about to get out. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I'm rocking with it, because who next? For being a freak, that's that man's personal life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but Cassie got paid $30 million. $30 million. $30 million. And she was down with that shit. They partook in that shit. Don't be fooled and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is where I be going on my rant about motherfuckers that just be hypocrites and shit. It's okay for them to do that shit, but people that they don't like, they try to make them into the biggest sinners, the biggest demons, the whatever, man. Get the fuck on out of here. This is why I was saying what I was saying earlier. And but yeah, go ahead and free Diddy. What up though, Pardis? Pardis, what's good? What's good, Carlos? Carlos Franklin in the house. We got Purdue. Man, listen. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. These motherfucking bifocals play tricks on us. But on me. I said us, right? Because you don't know what? You might get TT, man, tonight. You dig? But anyway, oh, baby, that macaroni and cheese is looking so delicious. But I'm telling y'all, man, listen. I want each and every one of y'all out there. And I know, hey, first of all, go in, when this live go over, if you got time, go check out the Gun Freak music session. Oh man, that motherfucker was like over 2 hours long. And I played some incredible music with the AI program that I'm not gonna mention their name because they ain't sponsoring me. I had to pay for that shit. You dig? I'm not mentioning their names for something that ain't they ain't sponsored. Ooh, what's that? It was burning? Oh, that's all right. The skin can come off. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's still gonna be yummy for my time. You feel me? But anyway, man, I want y'all to just be ready, man, for what is the possibility of what can come. And I ain't got my, I don't have my shades on today because I'm actually looking at the comments this time. Most of the time I run off at the mouth and not paying attention to the comment. And I had a troll in here talking shit last night, y'all. And I hope my mods sent that funky ass troll to Funky Town. You dig? I be running off at the mouth, not paying attention. You come up in my crib, you gonna be motherfucking respectful, or you gonna be sent to the trolls Funky Town. You dig? But I need each and every one of y'all, man. I'm not no preacher, you know. God put in me, He poured into me what I feel like He want me, the message that He want me to put out there, y'all. Y'all either can listen to me or not. I'm not telling y'all to go by what I say. I'm not no preacher or nothing like that or whatever. I'm just saying, listen. The back to the basics. I done pissed off a lot of people. The last week or so, a lot of people I done pissed a lot of people off that I thought that was rocking with me. Y'all know half of the time, some of the time I be fucking around, joking around and shit, like when I be getting on them liberals and the Democrats. But a lot of liberals, believe it or not, is part of the Gun Freak Nation. I ain't mean to make y'all feel any kind of way. And then one thing you don't do is play with people about their religion. And I've been telling people for the last 4 days that religion ain't shit. Because it ain't got shit to do with God. I may believe that, but that don't mean that you believe it. So, you know, for those that left, you know, then, hey, man, I wish y'all nothing but the best. You feel me? But I feel like this. We got to get closer to God. Fuck a religion. We got to get closer to God. God don't care what color your skin is. God don't care where you at in life, because as long as you're alive, you got a chance, man. I want everybody to be comfortable. I want everybody to be righteous. You feel me? And then people being critical of me, baby. People saying, well, T, you acting like this. Now, nigga, you acting holier than thou. All that freaky shit you talk, all that cussing, because guess what? I'm still human being. And I ain't one of them princely motherfuckers that proper and elegant and gotta watch my work. Nah, man, forget all that shit. That, to me, that's being fake. I'm gonna be who I am. If I feel like I want to talk about this topic or that topic, guess what? It's my channel, goddammit, and I'm gonna talk about it. You feel me? This channel is not for everybody. So for the 70 or 80 people that unsubscribe, good riddance. I don't need you anyway because you don't get me. Y'all get me, you dig? And this is why I fuck with y'all and love y'all. And this is why I'm telling y'all that something is brewing. Something of the likes that you ain't never seen. Oh, baby, them pork chops done. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna get there. You gonna make my plate? There. I gotta get me some glass and some ice and get that good old zero sugar Kool-Aid in there. Put that cool. Listen, man, I love my Latin people, man. I love my white people. I love my Asian people. I love my Indian people. What the fuck? Niggas is on there into it. I gotta watch the replay of that motherfucker. It distracted me. I'm gonna have to turn this shit down. We gonna leave all this racial shit alone. We ain't never did no racial shit here in the Gun Freak Nation. But somehow people want to accuse me of that too. But this ain't about that, man. Let people have their thoughts. Keep that shit to yourself, and most importantly, keep it out of here. This is the safe zone and no judgment zone. I love all my peoples. We gotta be the righteous ones that stand up and be ready for anything when the devil come our way. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody yesterday they want to talk about Glock. I don't know why Glock is discontinuing. I don't know all of the details, but oh my God. No, I don't need no knife.
What's your favorite fork?
Yeah, my favorite fork right here. This crooked ass fork. We got a million forks, but this gold fork, this crooked fork is my favorite. I'm the one bended like this. I don't know why Glock discontinued. Oh, you know what, baby? I do kind of. No, I don't need. Get your ass down, nigga. You know better. Down right now. God damn it.
You want to work now?
Huh?
You say you want to work?
No, I don't need no. I ain't no fancy nigga like that. I don't need no knife. I don't need no knife. I eat my shit like. You see that right there? That's that pork chop right there. If you ask me, baby, give me a glass. Give me a glass, a Kool-Aid pack. Put about 4-5 cubes of ice in that motherfucker. That's all I need. Thank you, baby. You are the best, okay? You are the best. But my opinion is, if Glock gonna discontinue all Glocks, then that tell me that they got something new is in the works. So they got probably another handgun coming out that they probably not gonna call Glock. It's probably gonna be called something else. Cause you know they got an AR, Glock got an AR-15 out now. Or getting ready to come out. Glock got a fucking AR-15. So it don't matter what flavor. You got them scissors to cut the tip for me. Yeah, I'll take grape. But Glock probably got, man, you know how the world is so crazy. What up? It's my moderator. He one of my top moderators. He my supreme moderator, right? And not to say all my other moderators ain't shit, because I love all my moderators. But what I love about What Up is whenever it's a mass shooting or some bullshit that's going down, I don't know how the nigga find out about it, but he always sending me the link, And I'm telling you that every fucking day, What Up is texting me something or something what a savage done did. Another active shooter, another mass shooter. And the world is on fire right now. And you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for what's going on. Baby, you're not gonna eat you. Oh, I see you got you a chop. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't gonna. Man, I don't got older. I can't be reckless and just eating whatever I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's coming down to the wire right now. So everything I do, I gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? Eat better. Try to do. Be healthier. Don't jump up here, Yellow. Don't jump up here, Yellow. Going back down. I'm gonna have to lock you up. Don't jump up here. I gotta do better. I done lost my train of thought because this motherfucking pork chop is so fucking delicious. Y'all see that? Chicken crack. Turn it down a little bit, bro. Thank you so much. But I'm all over the place with this topic. But I feel like the devil, he's gained a foothold in society. And we gotta be the ones that put that motherfucker back in his place, man. We living in some perilous times. We living in see you jumping up here while I'm trying to eat. And I'm gonna have to, I ain't got no choice but to put your ass out. You interrupted my live, man. I should have put all y'all up before I did this shit. I just feel like the society is so divided right now at this point. There's so much divisiveness. It's so much hatred that's going on. I'm sick and tired of people. I'm sick and tired of people doing the blame game. When one group of people don't get their way, they want to point the finger and blame it on a whole different group of people or groups of people. And I'm not talking about a specific group of people. I'm just talking about the way I see life right now. But I feel like instead of pointing the finger and blaming, look what y'all did, or why y'all this way, we need to all right, I'm gonna let your ass come to me. But when you come to me, I'm gonna put your ass up, and you ain't coming back up for until tomorrow, because I'm trying to eat. So go ahead and interrupt my live, Kitty, and see what's gonna happen. Because you're being disrespectful right now. And I just feel like everybody is doing the blame game. And instead of we gotta stop. Listen, y'all. This shit about to get deep. I'm ready for another 40 or 50 people to unsubscribe, which I don't give a fuck, because what I don't, I'm gonna speak my truth. What I think is the truth and what God put into me, right? And I'm not gonna have nobody boxing me in where I can only talk about this or talk about that or have a fear of repercussions. I'm gonna be me, number one. And what I don't have no control over, like YouTube got me shadow banned, man. I learned, don't worry about no situation that you don't have no control over. So what I was getting at is we got to stop looking at people. We have to stop looking at people as a leader or as a savior, like you're gonna save us or make our lives better. That responsibility is solely, that falls on us. I'm not looking for Trump. I'm not looking for Jesse Jackson. I'm not looking for Al Sharpton. I'm not looking for Elon Musk. I'm not looking for JD Vance. I'm not looking for the preacher around the corner to make my life better or bring me closer to God. I don't have to be in no church to be closer to God. You don't need that. This is, it all falls back on your personal relationship with the Lord, with God, right? It all falls back on whether you a go-getter or you just a motherfucker that just don't get it. I'm a go-getter. I'm gonna make something happen. I'm not depending on, I've never been one of the ones that, oh, I'm a Democrat. Oh, I'm a Republican. We doing all this as a collective. I've never been that way because, in my opinion, politics is fucked up. No matter whether you left, no matter whether you right. I just feel like you're gonna get screwed regardless. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I go out there and look, in life, and I see the prices, I see this, I see that. I don't see really no difference from when Biden was in office. To be honest, I'm being honest. Now I know some Republican friends of mine gonna get mad. You don't turn to get. No, I haven't turned against Trump. I'm just telling it like it is, man. We got to stop having faith in things that we don't have no control over, man. Have faith in God. Have faith in God, man. Keep your powder dry, like my brother from Arizona be saying. Keep that powder dry. Keep that funky town sender near, because that day is coming when you're gonna have to defend what you stand for. You know what I'm saying? Forget everybody else. Forget the people that's calling us crazy and we just paranoid and or we fear mongering. Nah, man, something is in the air. Something is about to happen on a level that you ain't never seen before. And we need to be ready for it. Feisty. Feisty, I know you're feisty, but come on. You ain't come. Hold on, y'all, because these cats trying to. Y'all get y'all asses back. This is what I get for trying to go live and I didn't put y'all asses up. I ain't having that shit. You ain't coming around me while I'm eating. My thing is, hold on, y'all. Feisty, you gotta go. You have to go, baby. Temporarily, you gotta go, all right? But what I'm saying is, we got to be ready. We got to be ready for what is coming. And so many people, man. I hate the song. I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but I guess this is the way it was meant to be. Um, we got so many people that's blind that don't think. Hold on, I'm trying to see these. What up, though? What up? I appreciate you. What up? We got so many people, man, that everybody is not gonna be in a situation where they're gonna be able to defend themselves because they're not gonna be ready either because they don't have a gun or they not gonna be ready for what's about to happen. And I hate to say this, but you can't worry about them. They had their chance, y'all. I don't mean to sound heartless. Trust me, if I see a situation where somebody might be getting harmed, especially if kids are involved, I'm gonna do everything in my power to disrupt it and save those kids. But for you grown ones out there, man, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You cannot depend on police or somebody else to come to your aid when you're a grown-ass woman, when you're a grown-ass man. You got to take that responsibility. God gave you something called wisdom. And I'm talking about an event where you cannot, it won't be no police around. Because the police either going to be busy at their own cribs, at their own house, defending their families. We got a taste of that shit back in 2020 with that COVID shit. A lot of cops was off the streets because there was quarantine. We had curfews and shit. But can y'all imagine something on a scale 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times worse than that? Where you got motherfuckers where you can die in your own fucking house. You can be killed. Hold on, y'all. You can be killed in your own crib. And people be like, "Gee, you exaggerating. That could never happen here." Well, you know what? 3 years ago, if you would have been in Israel, I'm pretty sure them Jews over there in Israel, they thought that shit could never happen there. You would think, yes, baby, they was all over me.
I'm about to put that in the bowl so it don't dry out.
Oh, well, go ahead, baby, go ahead. I'll just put them back down there. But they would tell you differently. It did happen. And I believe they let it happen on purpose, but that's just my personal opinion on it. All I know is that them people were slaughtered. And I don't want to see my peoples get slaughtered, whether you down with the Gun Freak Nation or not. I got enough love for you to not see, I don't want to see no harm happen to you. Even if you were against us, against me, against what we stand for, a Gun Freak Nation. Because what we stand for, the very core of what we stand for is we just want to be a group of righteously armed people. We want to be able to have the ability to protect our families, protect our lives out here in this dangerous world that's filled with savages. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of people politicking and race baiting and pick a side and all that. Yeah, ultimately, yes, we are going to have to pick a side. But it's not going to be a political affiliation. It's not going to be a racial affiliation. It's going to be a righteous affiliation versus evil or the wicked. That's what it all boils down to. But some people are just stuck in their ways, and they refuse to open their eyes and open their minds to look at other viewpoints. They will argue with you, shut you down, say you don't know what the fuck you talking about, accuse you of being an antichrist. Yes, somebody accused me of being a fucking antichrist. People are crazy, man. And the ones like that, you can't do nothing for them. Don't worry about it. If a person don't want to have the means to defend themselves, protect their loved ones, that's on them. I used to actually worry about that shit, and that rate of me getting on here and you know, for over 8 years now, it took its toll on me. And God said, you know what? You taking on a burden unnecessarily. Ain't nothing wrong with you spreading the word and the message, but get your emotions out of it, because that shit gonna kill you. So when I freed myself of it, man, I felt like, man, a ton of fucking bricks was lifted off my back. You can either heed what I'm trying to tell you, or keep on living the life the way that you live. And I hope that don't nothing go down. But if it do, hey man, don't come banging on my door. Because I told y'all. You know what they said? The God, I'm hearing that in the Bible, that the world was so fucked up. It was so much wickedness, so much evil, that God flooded it. They said rain. What was that it said rain? 48 days and 48 nights or some shit like that. And everybody died. But the only person that was wise was Noah. Noah's Ark. Now, whether that really did happen, a lot of people believe that it did do it since it's in the Bible. But what I'm trying to tell you is, society, mankind, has gotten so fucking corrupt, so fucking wicked, so evil. I would not be surprised if an event happened and everybody, the whole fucking world, and it's going to be a righteous few that's going to survive it. I believe that. I really do firmly believe that with all my heart and soul, that something is about to go down. It's everything that is in the book of Revelations. If you go into your Bible, and I ain't even trying to preach to y'all, if you go into the Bible and you read the book of Revelations, everything, and this was written, what, thousands of years ago? Everything is coming into fruition. Everything, what we're seeing, what they talked about, everything, rumors of wars, man loving themselves, no judgment, just everything is corrupted. You think this is the way God wanted to be on this earth, man? They said this time, instead of water, it's going to end by fire. They're saying that it's going to end by fire. Well, what can possibly can start a massive fire that can end the whole fucking world? It's something we got, and damn near every other country got, called a thermonuclear weapon. Russia got them, China got them, North Korea got them, India got them, Pakistan got them, France got them, Britain got them, something is about to go down, and man, we live in it's the world that we live in. Shut up, because you shouldn't have been jumping on the table, and that's why you locked up now. Something is about to happen, and I feel it, and I know y'all feel it and sense it too. I ain't talking about just no regular everyday savage that's out there that's or criminal. I like to. It's a difference between a criminal and a savage. Criminals, they gon' hell. I might even turn into a motherfucking criminal when shit get real bad. You think I'm gonna sit around with my guns and let my family starve? At that point, it's gonna be every motherfucking man for himself. Okay? All that stocking and shit ain't gonna last you forever. Eventually, you're gonna have to get out there and make something happen. Get out there and get to it. And it may be a point to where if we don't come together, it's gonna be like motherfuckers, every man for himself. And I'd be damned if I sit on my ass and watch my family starve to death, especially when I know you got a ton of motherfucking canned goods or food or water that you ain't willing to share. I hate to be like that, but I'm talking about dangerous times like that. Now, I'm hearing people panicking right now because of this government shutdown, y'all. I'm hearing that people supposed to take to the streets and have food stamps riots, because if people don't get their food stamps and they depend on these food stamps in order to eat, fuck the people that get them stamps, like the crackheads, the alcoholics, the dope fiends, all that, and they get their stamps and they sell them. But to be honest with you, I can buy some. If somebody got some stamps, I'll happily buy them, motherfucker. But what I'm trying to tell you, people complaining, why Trump? They blaming it on Trump. All right, but what they don't know is they own people. The Democrats is the ones that's being. They doing this on purpose to try to make Trump look bad. So they saying, oh, a lot of people gonna go hungry. A lot of people gonna starve. It's Thanksgiving next month. It's Thanksgiving, and I can't get my turkey. Man, fuck Thanksgiving. Who gives a fuck about Thanksgiving? Worry about surviving every fucking day. Forget a holiday, man. People is trying to survive, and I'm not knocking nobody that's getting no motherfucking stamps. I'm just saying, shit gonna be bad when people get desperate, when people be hungry. Desperate people do desperate things. So if this government don't open up or come to some type of what's the word, man? If they can't reach some type of agreement, if they cannot compromise and people don't get their food stamps, that means people may turn to crime. You see what I'm saying? People gonna get out there and get it. I'm seeing videos on YouTube. I'm seeing videos on Facebook. I'm seeing videos on Instagram. People already saying that if they don't get their food stamps, they going to the grocery stores and they just gonna take the shit. They gonna fucking riot. People gonna turn to crime. People already saying they gonna hit licks, rob people, because they're not going to starve. They're not going to starve. So government, figure this shit out before you create some type of food stamp uprising. Motherfuckers gonna be breaking in people's houses, not for their valuables, but for their fucking food in their fridges. Stock the fuck up now. Shit, that's why I'm watching my motherfucking spending. I want to I thought about getting another gun off of Palmetto. But when I found out about what may be happening because of this government shutdown, Man, unless you're a millionaire, you better be saving every motherfucking penny that you can save. Because shit can be bad. This pork chop can easily, this pork chop right here, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now, man, how serious it is. This delicious, delectable, golden brown, crunchy, southern fried pork chop right here can easily turn into this right here. To this. See that? That's some bologna. I don't even eat bologna, but I keep it. I don't even see that? That pork chop, niggas will be eating bologna instead of steak and pork chops, right? Niggas will be eating hot dogs. Niggas will be eating hot dogs instead of this or steak or something. That's how bad. And then it may even be even worse because when you having hard times, stuff like this, bologna and all that, this is your food resource. This is your steak. And then some people, believe it or not, man, y'all, this is why we got to praise the Lord and thank God for our blessings, because some people ain't even got this. Some people ain't even got this to eat. Some people, somebody somewhere, trust and believe this, wish they had this to eat. They would dream, they'd be willing to kill a motherfucker for this. And I'm telling you, that day will come. And we must be prepared for it. Let me put my belongings and all this shit back up. We gotta be prepared for what's to come. Okay? I'm not so blind to be getting all caught up in politics, man. Politics ain't shit. Politics is not what it used to be. Politics now is about a motherfucker getting high up in office. He's no longer a representative. He becomes our leader, and he nigga, shit don't go this way. Fuck y'all. We don't represent you. We are the fucking leaders. That's the way it is now in this world, man. And I'm telling you, I looked it up. Empires usually last, about 300 years or something like that. And then something always happened to make it collapse, right? Something always happened to make an empire. The United States, you got to look at the United States, this country, as an empire. Y'all, listen, do y'all tell me, I want y'all honest opinion. Do y'all think the way that this country, the direction that it is headed, with the divisiveness and all this, how long you think it's going to take before this motherfucker collapse? I want to hear it from y'all. How long you think it's going to take? Because right now, every day that goes by feel like a day closer to the collapse of society, man. And it's a lot of things. I ain't about to do the blame game, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't about to do the blame game, but a lot of these policies and politics contributed to the downfall of morality. Everybody want to talk about this. Everybody want to talk about that. Blame this, blame that. But can we get back to the core? Can we get back to the very core moralities of it's just certain things is just wrong. And people have lost, some people of all different colors have lost the sense of just being a decent human being. I feel like somewhere down the line, people lost that of just being a human being. It's like everything now you got to have a title to it. What happened to the title of just being a righteous person? You know, why I got to be a righteous right? Fuck these titles, man. Oh, I'm a Republican. I'm a right man. I'm a black man. I'm a Democrat. I'm a liberal. I'm a conservative. You see what I'm trying to get at? I know this shit is deep, but sometimes you got to tune out of those toxic negative frequencies. And this is where I touch where I touch a nerve, because if a person don't been like that and have that frame of mind, they're going to it's going to be like a sticker shock or something. Like, motherfucker, get the fuck on. It's like, I'm trying to wake people up to be like, this is what really fucking matters. Because all this political association and all that, when you go stand before your God, God ain't going to give a fuck what you affiliated with. He gives a fuck about your soul. He gives a fuck about your spirit. It don't give a fuck about whether you left or whether you right or none of that shit. It's what you did in life. What did you do in life to elevate and make a difference in a righteous, positive way? Not hating on people, not blaming a whole group of people, but helping people. You know, looking at people like we all supposed to be brothers and sisters in Christ, right? We don't lost that shit. We don't lost that. I personally have seen that. I had about 70 motherfuckers unsubscribe from me because I said, look, man, don't get so caught up in religion, man, and forget about God. Okay? Don't get so caught up in it to the point to where you forgetting about God. Because I've seen people get so deep in religion that they end up deleting themselves from this world. And I don't think God gave you a life to take your own life. We so busy out here now trying to defend our lives against the evil out here, the savages that's out here. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't worry about nothing. Listen, what's going to get you far in life? I have to heat this shit back up. What's going to get you far in life? Let go and let God have control. Let go and let God. Let go and have God. Let go and have God take control. I'm telling y'all, there's something, I can see it, I can smell it, I can feel it. Something bad is happening. And when that shit go down, y'all gonna be like, damn, that nigga T was right, man. T said some shit was gonna happen. But what I want to happen is, when that shit do happen, when it happen, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know, look, I got my gun. You don't need no crazy amount of ammo. You don't need tons of that, because it may be a situation where you got to get out your area. You know what I'm saying? You can't be. How the fuck you gonna? If you got 20,000 rounds of ammo, don't slow yourself down trying to haul all that shit. Get the fuck out of there. Be sensible with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. And for the people that's prepping, man, I love y'all, man. I'm not saying this, y'all not wrong. You just like to collect ammo. But I'm telling you, if you got a situation where you got hundreds of savages surrounding your house, I don't give a fuck if you got 1,000,000 rounds, my nigga. That shit is not going to save you. They gonna get in there to you. You might be able to take some of them out, but they gonna get you. So that shit is not gonna work. No, if you got that, if you got ammo like that, if you got that kind of ammo, then I suggest that you link up, and I suggest that you link up and put together a group of y'all, and that ammo can be distributed amongst the people that's on your side. If you got ammo for that, I think that's a brilliant idea because you're gonna be like the supplier. It can't not be a situation where you're gonna take on a whole professional group of savages, terrorists, whoever you may want to. It could be cartel. A lot of people, somebody hit me up, T, lay off of them cartels, man. They don't play that shit. They catch you out in the streets, T, and you talking bad on them. They gon', cartels don't have a problem decapitating. Let me tell y'all something, man. I don't hate nobody. People gonna do what they do to survive and make their money. Trump bombing them ships, them boats or whatever, them so alleged. I kind of got a problem with that because I do believe in due process. I don't think that's just like back in the day in the 80s and 90s and even in the 2000s. In the hood, before they legalized marijuana in the hood, niggas had weed houses. Okay? Niggas had crack houses. I do not condone nobody. I mean, I do. I mean, I don't. I don't condone that because I know what crack can do to a person. Crack can make a woman go out there and sell her body. Crack can make a woman go out there and sell her kid. So crack, in my opinion, is evil. Weed, on the other hand, it's just different. Weed just gonna relax you. It's a herb. You know what I'm saying? I think cocaine, I think fentanyl, anything that can really harm you and kill you, even cigarettes. I'm gonna put cigarettes into that group because I've seen so many people die from lung cancer or emphysema. My father, he passed away from did I say the word? You know that shit. Damn, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But y'all know what I'm talking about because some people can get that and they ain't even no smoker. It's the nigga that's smoking next to them and they inhaling that shit, emphysema, whatever that shit is called. But it's just like cancer. It don't get better. It only get worse. It only progresses. And basically the way that you die a horrible death like my father. I was there when my father took his last breath. That shit eventually fill up your lungs and you choke. This is why I don't smoke to this day. Because of that shit. And I don't like smoking anyway. I tried smoking cigarettes when I was a teenager. And it didn't do nothing for me. I just think it's nasty. No judgment. But it's not healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? It really not, to be honest. But what I was saying is, getting back to it, if you got a weed house or a crack house or something, what we gonna do next? Start bombing them now? Are we gonna use a drone to drop a bomb on the crack house and kill every crackhead or crack dealer up in that motherfucker? I mean, just think about this shit, man. We gotta have due process. You know, we still gotta have morals. That's just like Trump saying, okay, y'all fucking crack houses and fentanyl labs that's already in this country, because they getting them from somewhere, right? The people that's on fentanyl. Let's drop a bomb on theirs. So I get why he's doing it, but we still gotta have moral fiber, and we can't just be knocking people off for and we don't know what's really on that boat. Sometimes we get it wrong when it comes to intelligence, when it comes to satellites and all this intelligence collecting. All I have to say is one word and to prove my point. Iraq. The Iraq war. We went up in that bitch, fucked that country up, did the coup d'etat, knocked the Saddam out of power. The country more fucked up than ever. Who did it? We did it. America done that shit. George Bush done it. I didn't do it. George Bush done it. Dick Cheney them done that shit. They done that shit. So now we got Trump bombing people. Well, if I was on that motherfucking boat, I'm not no motherfucking drug smuggler. Maybe I put, hey man, I'm gonna give you a few dollars to take me over there too. I ain't got shit to do with your operation, but I'm just trying to get to point B. Here's my money. And next thing I know, I'm on the motherfucking boat just trying to get to point B. A motherfucking hellfire missile come down on me and blow me the fuck up. I didn't have shit to do with no drugs. You see what I'm saying? You cannot be reckless just killing people like that. Trump think he Obama or something. Because the last nigga I knew that was knocking niggas off via drones was Obama ass. That nigga was one of the biggest, coldest killers it was. And all I'm saying is, I know how the cartels get down. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get back. I'll be right back. I gotta grab me some tissue for my nose. I know how the cartels get down. Is Trump really going at them like that? See, Trump really is treating the cartels and the drug dealers like they really terrorist groups. He don't designated them niggas as terrorist groups. He treating the cartels like they Al Qaeda or ISIS or somebody like that. And I think he really don't know who he dealing with. See, what y'all need to understand is the cartels know how to get into this country. They've been doing this shit forever. All right, I can't even blame this shit. They've been smuggling drugs with their drug mules and underground tunnels and submarines and drones and all that. They've been doing shit like that before Sleepy Joe Biden left the borders wide open for 4 years, right? So Trump is now, see, I'm giving y'all some game right now. Trump is now fucking with the very people that got the blueprint, that know all kind of slick ways to get into this country to get their drugs in, right? So what if instead of bringing drugs in, they bringing a fucking army in? They bringing guns and shit in. They bringing military grade weaponry into this country. If y'all pay attention, last November or December, some cartel members were caught, and when it was a traffic stop, they did some stupid shit. They caught the police's attention. Police pulled them over, and in that van was military grade rifles. I'm talking about AR-15s. I'm talking about AK-47. It was over 20,000 rounds of ammo. Guess what? This van, it wasn't trying to cross the border. It wasn't trying to go back into Mexico. It was going in, I forget what state they were in. It might have been in Seattle. Something about Portland and Seattle, man. Something telling me that shit is gonna be a flashpoint. At some point, it's gonna be a flashpoint, and some shit gonna kick off. Trump playing with fire right now, man. Look at the history of these cartels. Look at Pablo Escobar. That motherfucker brought down a airliner. He had a bomb smuggled on an airliner and blew everybody up on that bitch because he was after one person. One person he wanted dead. And they smuggled a bomb on, I'm talking about a 747 airliner, my nigga. And they blew. Don't be surprised if it be some get back and some payback. If he hurt them people's operation, if he stopped their money flow and he bombing them people, you don't think they gonna hit back right here in the homeland to prove they point not to fuck with us? No. If it be some type of mass casualty event through the cartels or either through, it could be a regular some Islam terrorist type shit, some Al Qaeda, some ISIS type shit. I ain't gonna blame it all on the cartels, but I'm hearing now that the cartels and these extreme Islamist group and extreme white nationalist group may all be working together. Because we cannot leave out these white nationalists too, these extremists. We cannot leave out these black nationalist extremists. It's like all of the extreme motherfuckers want to come together to attack the righteous ones. And I ain't had shit to do with it. But because of the decisions that Trump is making, and I know he means well, but it could cost me my life. It could cost you your life. It could cost your family to be in danger. You know what I'm saying? We're not people that can never happen here because guess what? We got something called the Second Amendment. And that's why the country ain't never been invaded, baby. I'm going to tell you something right now, baby. We are invaded every day. We've been invaded every day for the last 4 years. We ain't got, the enemy ain't got to come from the border. The enemy can already be naturally born into this country. We're talking about some homebrew shit that can pop off. It's people out here right now training to blow your motherfucking head off right now because they don't like you for your political affiliation. They may not like you because of the color of your skin. Tell me otherwise. Why else would we have a motherfucker walk into a church in North Carolina, South Carolina, and gun them black folks down in the basement of that church simply because of the color of their skin? Why else do we got a motherfucker that in New York walk into a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, and gun down all those old elderly black women? And the motherfucker didn't give two fucks about it. He even was double tapping them. The ones that was still gasping for air after he gunned them down, he would double tap them in the head, man. We talking about motherfuckers like that. Look at the motherfucker in Pennsylvania that tried to take Trump out. Look at the motherfucker that took Charlie Kirk out, man. Oh my God. Don't get me started. Do y'all seriously think that ain't nobody else that think like that got that mind frame? Y'all don't think it's people that's in like malicious that they just waiting on the order to start their shit? I'm talking about something on the scale that y'all ain't never seen before. And all I'm trying to tell y'all is, please, man, take what I'm saying serious. Because it's thousands, if not millions of people that get that mindset. It's people right now that wants to start a fucking race war or some type of revolution because they don't like what's going on in the country and they willing to do something about it. And some of them just go to the extreme and be like, I'm going to do something about this shit. Let me walk into this grocery store and I'm about to prove a motherfucking point with my motherfucking AR-15. I ain't talking about a funky ass savage that just want to come up in here and do something. We got that under control. But what we don't have under control is where we got 57 pickup trucks armed with carrying armed motherfuckers with AKs and ARs, and they all jumping off the back of that motherfuckers, running door to door, kicking in your fucking door, and unaliving every motherfucker on site. That's the type of shit that I am talking about. How are we going to defend against a fucking army like that? An unrighteous, wicked ass army like that? How are we going to defend against that, y'all? Or are we going to just be some suckers and drop to our fucking knees and beg and plead and be a fucking slave? Let us live. You understand what I'm saying? We got to wake the fuck up. And don't ever think that scenario could never happen. Because I know some of y'all like, T, y'all, you tripping. That could never happen. Bullshit. Bullshit. We got to be on the ready, man. I'm sorry I haven't been reading the comments. I appreciate you, Carly Singleton. Thank you. I get what you're saying. Maybe now more smugglers will think twice. I'm going to be honest with you, man. After saying that shit, you couldn't pay me $1 million motherfucking dollars to get on a motherfucking boat with some drugs. I get why Trump doing that. Because you got to be a stupid, suicidal person to still want to run them drugs on that boat. I get what you're saying. I get it. He gonna have everybody scared to get on the motherfucking, so it's a psychological thing Trump is doing to them. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like we still need that due process, y'all. I think a life should only be taken if you took a life. But but when you look at it, the type of drugs that they were smuggling over, fentanyl, it is killing thousands of Americans. Every year, thousands of Americans are being killed from overdosing on fentanyl, including one of the all-time greatest musicians, entertainers ever exist on this world, which was Prince. Prince went out, and the nigga wasn't no dope fiend or nothing like that. It just come from him dancing years and years with high heels on. You know what I'm saying? That shit came back to him, jumping off of risers and shit. So he had hip surgery, and I guess the pain was unbearable. So the pills or whatever that his doctors was giving him wasn't strong enough. So he started fucking around with that fentanyl, which cost him his life. He became addicted to it. Same thing with Michael Jackson. They've been through all this shit, been performing all these years and shit, and he couldn't sleep no more. So he had a crooked ass doctor give him that they called it milk. I forget what it was, but the fucking doctor basically killed that man. Illegally administering this shit to Michael. Motherfucker get a phone call from one of his bitches, one of his whores, one of his mistresses, and he forgot just that second. The bitch must have been saying something real freaky to him to forget that Mike was on that shit, and the nigga forgot, and that's why Mike was took up out of here, man. And I think the doctor only got like a year or two in prison for that shit, man. How the fuck you only gonna get 2 years and you killed the king of pop, my nigga? How fucked up that shit is. So drugs is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I might take me a gummy every now and then. That's just weed. I don't listen. I've tried cigarettes. I've tried smoking weed before. Didn't do nothing for me. I don't like even the idea of ingesting smoking to my lungs. No judgment for those that like it. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. And when it comes to alcohol, some people got to have that shit every day. Some people got to wake up to that shit. That's being an alcoholic. Me, I don't give a fuck if I can go 6 months, 6 years. It ain't going to bother me. I like the trip. That's why a lot of motherfuckers been like, T, you talking about the God, but I see you sipping on alcohol, you cussing and all that, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Why you worried about me? What my life got to do with your life? What that got to do with my personal relationship with God? When you go before God, you bring my name up, you got my name in your mouth, God gonna be like, shut the fuck up. Nigga, this ain't about T motherfucking Electrik, nigga. It's about your life and how did you live your life. Why you worried about what everybody else, how everybody else living their life? Those are the type of motherfuckers I can't stand. I can't stand a motherfucker that just, man, you motherfuckers gonna bust hell right the fuck open. Well, you know what? Listen, y'all. I'm about to end this live. This has been another episode of a mukbang. Look, man, I killed that motherfucking plate right there. Got that creamy old mac and cheese right there, right there. I killed that motherfucker. I'm full right now. You know what I'm saying? I just woke up around 9:30. My sleep clock is all over the place. I got the beard, the beard gang going on and shit. I'm, thinking might die that motherfucker right there and I just want to continue to look good for the nation, y'all. But I'm about to end this live and I'm gonna go live from the studio up there, man. Hey, y'all heard that incredible fucking music? That's gonna be on, some of it is gonna be featured on the Gun Freak the Gun Freak music album. It's coming soon. One of the fucking songs brought me to fucking tears. That's gonna be my fucking anthem. That's gonna be our new anthem. That's gonna be our Purple Rain. You feel me? But I'm about to jump off. I'm gonna go live later, and whatever y'all want to talk about, let's talk about it. I might even hit up Rest B and see what's up with him. He been hitting me up saying he want to come back on the live, So anybody else, I might throw the link up. Saint, if you watching this, Saint, hop in if you can, my brother. You feel me? But I'm about to end this live and go up to the other, and y'all just stay safe out there, stay righteous, and don't let nobody tell y'all that the devil don't exist. Don't let nobody tell y'all that y'all don't need a gun to protect your family, man. Don't listen to those idiots, man. They're going to get you killed. All right? I love you, Gun Freak Nation. Salute, baby. I'll see y'all in about 10, 15 minutes in the studio.